All right, I'm Adam Campbell, and my partner here is Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Epstein. We're Team 504D.
Okay. And this is our video about what's important to us about web design. I'm personally am more of a developer than a designer, so I'm going to talk about what's important as a developer. As a developer, really web development is only half the picture when it comes to designing a web page. And a lot of people overlook the fact that design is just as important. But for me as a developer, I look at the raw end coding, what goes on behind the scenes. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy to put forth code that's functional, useful, and that will show up well and function how it's supposed to on a website. But the whole thing about it is you have to tie it in with design. A lot of people in today's world are really going to outsourcing and going to template websites to create these designs. The problem with that is that they don't realize the importance and the need to have a good design tied in with good development, which will just create a world of difference. And by going overseas and outsourcing and doing templates, you're losing a lot of the personalization, a lot of the interaction with your designers to give you what you want. It's harder to get what you want when you depend on someone who's 4,000 miles away or depend on a company that creates templates for thousands of people. They all use the same one. So I'm going to pass it over. Basically, the bottom line is they use these templates for, just say, standards. Well, now I'm going to pass it over to you, to Sarah, so that she can talk about why design is important to her. So, all right, whenever you're ready.
All right, well, since I'm more of a designer, I'm very creative. I really believe that it's important to bring a website out and pull the user in. A lot of times when you are advertising or trying to grab a user, you only have 30 seconds to grab the user's attention.
30 seconds?
Less than 30 seconds, sometimes even only 3 seconds.
That's crazy.
You want to go back? So within 30 seconds to grab a user's attention, you need to have a page that's well laid out, well designed, and that looks nice. If it doesn't look nice, doesn't work properly, and isn't well designed, the user is just going to find another website that suits their needs. And as well as the client has to like the website as well. But if the site doesn't meet the client's needs, it doesn't actually work for anybody. So that's why design is important for both the user and the client. And if we didn't have any standards are good because it actually enables the advancement of technology on the web. If we didn't have any standards, we would lose a lot of the e-commerce laws that have become secondhand today.
Okay. All right. To go on about what Sarah was saying about standards are really important because it provides a starting point, a centralized, almost like a CIA for the web, a central intelligence in a way that people agree on the best practices, the best utilization of technologies and stuff like that. Without standards, there would be no way the internet is as successful today as it is without. Like Sarah said, it would make the progression and the development of new technologies more difficult. People will be using different technologies, and when you go from one website to another, you're going to get completely different layouts, completely different looks. And with accessibility is huge. There have been lawsuits against governmental agencies that don't use accessibility standards.
What is accessibility?
Accessibility is more or less just making the web viewable by everybody. People with handicaps, people with disabilities, sight disabilities that are hard of seeing. They make basically page readers that allow you to have the words of the web page spoken to you from the speakers on your computer. So to have accessibility without standards, I don't think it would exist. So to tie it all together, everything wraps into one. Design wouldn't be able to be done without development. Development wouldn't be able to be done without design. Accessibility and standards, they all tie together to create one big happy world.